Go Flat Tracker. Go Flat Tracker. Go, go, go.
Club and Flat Track Pod brought to you by our partners. ShredDesign.co. If you're looking for the sickest jersey prints in the biz, look no further than ShredDesign.co on Facebook. Europa Fencing, the place to go for all your rural fencing needs. Classic wheel spokes, Otway Hydro Blasting, make your old girl look new again. Plus, our newest partner, MX Inc. Do you want your bike to stand out in the crowd with custom graphics done by the best? Then contact Luca and the team at MX Inc. And last but not least, Clava, keeping you on track for longer. Now, onto the episode.
Okay, awesome. Here we go into another Claver Flat Track pod. Got Tom Northey here with me today, which is awesome. I was just explaining to Tom that I had a pretty big editing task for the last one. Hopefully you've listened to it before this one and let us know what you reckon. But it was fun. It's taken me a bit longer to get that one sorted than I planned, but hopefully that will be out in the next day or so, and then we'll release this one. But we're finally catching up, Tom. Bathurst Rewind, this one is. And I've said in the past pods, I was pretty disappointed not to be at Bathurst, but the great thing about that is you were, so you could represent Claver and do a bit of racing and have a chat to people. And what did you bring us back?
Well, as everyone knows, Bathurst is the pretty much senior starter or the season starter. Kicks off the year. The classes were full. Well, 99% of it full. The event was fantastic as it was. Had the typical shower in between that sort of stopped proceedings for about an hour and a half or so. But everything flowed fairly smoothly. The track was fantastic as usual, and everyone got their races in, and I dare say 90% of people went home with a big smile on their face.
And what about the crowd this year? Let's go straight into that. I couldn't see the crowd from the live stream, but you could hear them. Was it as big as it sounded, or
when the sun went down? The stands filled up pretty much along the front straightaway. There was people along the fences. There was the usual sort of taut line of trucks parked around the track with all people standing up in it. So luckily enough to be in the final of our class, I got to sort of see the magnitude of the spectators, and you could definitely hear them over the bikes, which was incredible. It was kind of like, what the hell is that? And you look around and people are jumping up and down and throwing their arms in the air. So it was definitely an awesome event.
Yeah, fantastic. So we'll skip ahead and then skip back. We're going to do a bit of like one of those weird movies that fucks with your head. But anyway, you were racing a sidecar with Matt Davies. Tell us a bit about how that went and how it all came about too.
Well, obviously, as everyone knows, that Jobbo and I had that crash at Albury last year at the Aussie Titles, and Jobbo's not ready to sort of go back racing yet. He's just getting himself on the mend, getting back to work and all that. And I actually raced with Matt's uncles, so they've been bothering me for a while to sort of tell me to jump on with Matt and go for a skid. So they had one bike lined up that they sort of started to get ready to go, and then found that it was a little bit too far gone to get it ready before the event. So lucky enough, Noddy from SKR Racing lent us his R6 to go racing, and we knew we were going to be behind the eight ball being on the 600 against the thousands, but I had a lot of confidence in Matt and his riding ability too, and we jumped on that. And I rarely think there was many times where Matt backed off, which was kind of freaky, but I enjoyed every second of it. So that was with like to say, unfortunately Noddy's passed away recently, so rest in peace to you, big fella. And we can't thank him enough, and SKR Racing for lending us the bike and doing the event. It was awesome.
Yeah, cool. And you're right. It's a track that you don't really have to back off, and probably on the 600 to keep up with the thousands or keep in front of thousands. You would have had to ride it like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, we didn't have the power to punch it off the corners that the thousands do, so you could have got to ride it. It's hard to sort of. I was trying to explain to Matt sort of what the bike was doing underneath me, having a bit more of a feel, and he was trying to explain to me what he was trying to do. And once we sort of worked out a sort of a way to pedal it around, we started to get quicker and quicker and quicker. And unfortunately, our starts went too crash hot. The bike started sort of playing up every time you let the clutch out. So we were definitely chasing behind the pack every time, but if anyone had seen the footage or if you were there, you would have heard this thing just completely ring its tits off. And there's nothing better than hearing that, especially when your head's about a foot away from the engine.
Yeah, well, I watched the sidecar final, and I think you got a pretty shit start from memory, and next minute well, I'm not going to say what position you got to in case people don't know. And then when you're saying the results, I don't want to be the party pooper. But yeah,
That's all good.
you pulled it back in. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was awesome to watch.
Yeah, that was yeah. When we got into the final, we were fifth pick for the final, so we're lucky enough to do fairly well in the heat races to not have to go on the repechage. But yeah, the guy that actually won the repechages who were battling for that last oh, let it go, that last podium position. We ended up getting third at the end of the day, but yeah, the two guys in front, we definitely didn't have the pace for them on that machine, and well, I've never swung off that bike, and Matt's never ridden it, and we sort of didn't know what it was going to do and how it's going to perform. But other than that, yeah, he held the thing wide open, and yeah, we spun around in practice. We looped it once, so we sort of got half a lap of one corner and half a lap of another corner in two separate laps. But yeah, he comes back off and he's like, "What do you reckon?" I said, "Well, mate, just do that again, but just don't spin around." And he's like, "All right, sweet." So he found his limit and yeah, let it rip potato chip. And yeah, we had an absolute ball. Couldn't wipe the smiles off our faces.
Yeah, cool. A pretty fantastic story, really, when you think about it. Well, he hasn't ridden one for how many years? You've never raced together, never swung for him. So, yeah, fantastic result. Well done, guys.
No, thank you.
Watching the other bikes and other classes, did you have a favourite? Was there any standouts for you?
Oh,
Did you
the not
did you get a chance to watch?
Mate, I watched more racing this year than I think I did any other year. We sort of our races were fairly spread apart. I think there was maybe 30 or 40 between each one of our heats. So we
Yeah,
only got four rides, which was kind of right at the end of the day. I think it finished, oh, I don't want to get shot here, but it did finish maybe 10:30. I'm not sure. Our final was just before the Bathurst Masters final. So as soon as we finished and sort of did our podium thing, we got to stand right on the finish line and watch the Masters final. But yeah, I think it was yeah, about around 9:30, 10. But yeah, I definitely did watch
it was
90%
around
of the
that
event.
time. I was watching it from bed and getting told
Yeah.
off by the missus for having blue screen.
No, it was yeah, it was run unbelievable. Wade and the Panorama crew and everyone that helped out and volunteered did an absolutely fantastic job. Even after the rain, we were out straight away after that and did sort of a sighting lap, and the grip level was unreal considering how much water was on the track, and the amount of work that they did in preparation did make the track just as good after the rain too. So yeah, once we did that and they did the sort of track prep between sundown and yeah, then they let the shootout go, which is fantastic.
Yeah, if you didn't listen to the Wade Carter Bathurst podcast that we did late last year, I think it was, check that one out because he does fill in a lot of the blanks there about what they go through to get that event happening. And yeah, we'll give you a new appreciation of the work they put in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good one. So go have a listen to that. So should we move on to results? Was there any other sort of things that you want to mention? Someone come up to you and ask for a spotlight on the pod or anything like that, or
No. No one sort of we were sort of tucked away. We were pitting was between sort of between one and two with the pit exit or pit entrance was. Yeah, no one sort of come up and said good day. Kelsey Jensen come up and said hello. She had a big smile on her face as usual.
oh, that's
raced.
someone. Yeah,
That's right. She raced fantastic. She's always good to have a chat with, and her mum too. I keep forgetting her mum's name, and I do apologise. So don't shoot me next time you see me.
it's not my wife either.
That's yeah.
Kirsty Jensen. Yeah, great.
That's Kirsty. That's right. Yeah. No, everyone sort of had a smile on their face in the pits, but you can always tell when it's Bathurst, it's race day, and no one really wants to get out of that race zone or get out of that sort of competitive mood. So yeah, everyone was definitely in race mode.
Yeah, the woman they put on some great racing, didn't they? I watched the final. It was fantastic. Kelsey didn't quite get the job done, but I think 2023 she was fourth or fifth overall, so second this year. Awesome work by her. Unfortunately, we're not doing a development rider team this year, so I'm not supporting Kelsey in that form. But always big supporter of Kelsey. She's come a long way in such a short time, and yeah, awesome family, like I said before. So
Yeah.
I was really happy to see her get a second overall, and it was a great effort. And obviously, congratulations to all the other girls as well on the podium.
Yeah. Oh, they all definitely rode the
Keeping it
wheels
civil.
off their bikes. They were
Yeah.
all definitely up it. There was no one sort of half-assing it or anything like that. The girls were definitely, banging bars and making good viewing and good racing.
And it was the Stark Vargan third in the women's, was that right?
I'm
Was
not
she on the
100%.
electric or?
I'm not sure. I didn't see. I saw one person that was on a Stark Varg, but I didn't. I didn't see exactly what people were on and what they were riding and things like that. I was, just trying to absorb everything in as well as try and keep my mind on hold onto the bike. So
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah,
And what about the 19s class? Did you watch that? Because that was during the day, wasn't it? They changed
yeah.
that schedule up a bit, and that looked like it worked pretty well.
Yeah, that worked fantastic. The way they had that all set up and everything too. It was. They were quick. It was exciting. It was sort of it's. I don't know, from a spectator's point of view that doesn't know about motorcycle racing or the difference between 19s and the 1821 setup. You really couldn't determine what class was out with that one. If they were the 450 Bathurst Masters are out or the 19s are out. Not to say that the commentators didn't explain what was there, but anyone that's sort of just there to watch the event, you sort
Wouldn't
of
have
just saw the
known.
same riders come back out again, or you know what I mean? So I'm not.
So you're saying there the speed was pretty matched
Well, yeah,
and the quality of racing.
and the
Yeah,
quality of racing was
yeah.
identical to between the normal setup and the 19 setup. So all in all, don't get me wrong, it was absolutely fantastic, but it's sort
Yeah.
of to promote the 19 side of it more. I don't know if that needs to be explained or
Well,
emphasized better, but yeah.
well, this year too, they did normal sort of dirt track races, didn't they? They didn't do qualifying and
No.
sessions like they did the previous year, 2023. So
No.
they went out with it. Were they 4 lap races?
Yeah, pretty sure. I think they were 3 lap races, to be honest. Yeah, I think all heats were 3 lap races.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have made it a bit different as well. But I'm pretty sure they took advice from, or listened to comments last year about people saying,
Hmm.
they wanted to see a winner and actually understand what was going on. So if that's what they had to do it, then yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, without a doubt, to have it over rounds and points sort of thing. It's you look at the end of the night when they're saying, all right, well, here's the finals, but then you've got one race that wasn't a final, but it goes back to previous rounds, and it's just
Yeah, it's a
once people think finals are finals, whoever gets to that flag first is the winner. So that's the way
bit
they did it.
non-climatic, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you
No,
do it the other way, so
the way
even
the way they
America
did it was
have the
good.
main event,
Mm.
No, yeah, no, it's good.
No, the way they
Looked
did
good.
it
It
was
looked good to
fantastic.
me. And congratulations to it was Daniel Wicks, wasn't it? Took that one out. Have I got that right?
Yeah, I'll quickly have a look at it. Yeah, Wixie won that one. Jared Brook was very, very close behind in second place, and Kyson Will was in third. I actually think
Caution
Kyson
was
might
out the
have.
front.
I'm trying to think. He got the jumper in the final on that, and then
Yeah.
he held that thing flat bicky, and he had to get chased down. And unfortunately for him, yeah, Wixie and Brooks were on the money, but yeah, Wixie definitely he had that throttle pinned and to hold off Jared Brook, and that's a massive effort. Wixie, I'll give you a massive round of applause for that one.
Yeah. And was Matt racing in that class as well? Did he do multiple disciplines?
No, he rode that in the sliders.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah,
yeah.
righto. Yeah.
He had his one of his team riders, Tom Herrick, that rode the 19s class and the Bathurst Masters class. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I spoke to Tom Herrick at Griffiths, and yeah, if he's not on the podium, he's obviously not happy. So
yeah. Well, he
he
was
said he
obviously
should have won it.
competing with us, and he come in and I think he got a second or third in my head. I was like, hell yeah, well done. And the look on his face was like, but I didn't
No,
win. And I'm like,
yeah,
but dude, that was awesome. And he's like, well, I didn't win. And I'm like, oh, like it's good that he strives so hard like to get that top step. Like that's
yeah,
what's he's going to make
yeah.
him happy and whatever else. It's a good competitive nature. But it was if me, mate, if I got in the top 6 or top 10, I'd be flipping my lid. But yeah,
Oh, me
I can
too.
completely
Yeah,
understand. He's
yeah,
a phenomenal rider, and yeah, I can
he is.
understand his competitive
Yeah,
nature.
we'll get you on here one day, Tom. I'm not pushing you anymore. You have to come to me now.
And your dad, I'm going to get you and your dad on as
Then
well.
the old man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
we're going
never.
to have both of you there.
His dad's name's Darren. Is that right?
Yeah,
Have I got
Darren.
it
Yeah,
right? Yeah, yeah.
yep.
I don't know if I've met Darren. I know he's been around at the same events, but yeah, I don't think I've met.
Yeah, no, he's pretty cool. He's pretty fairly quiet fella, but he's a pretty cool dude. Definitely an ego rider in his day.
Yeah, I hear. Rightio, how are we going to do this? You're going to pull up some results. You want to start? There was a shootout this year, which
Yeah, well, did you want me to do the shootout?
I don't think I actually realised there was a shootout. I couldn't watch the whole lot. I was watching it in between Willow's Rebel footy game and and trying not to get in trouble, and still got in trouble because she realised I was watching the racing. But anyway,
So do you want
yeah,
me to read out the shootout, or you want to do the class result?
I don't mind, mate. What do you reckon? Shootout. Let's
All right.
choose. Yeah,
All
shootout.
right. Jump on this. I'll just screen share it so if anyone looking can see times, but we also we'll sort of call them out as well. They pretty much. I'll start off with the junior ones here. They pretty much had the top four. I'm pretty sure it was the top four fastest times in your heats, which qualified you for the shootout. So this one here is the junior 250s. So I'm not sure what order they went out in, but this is the sort of results in times. I know this one. The first one out was Cooper Archibald, and he ran a 27.747. Third fastest was Thomas Gotts, was a 27.689. Sam Drain was second fastest in a 27.489. And Bo Bailey actually cracked a 27.141. So if anyone doesn't know the shootout, everyone's sort of on the infield, and the first rider goes out, does a rolling lap or a flying lap, and then as they pass the checkered flag or green flag, their flying lap starts. So their timed lap starts. So you pretty much get a rolling start, and then you come across the line under full throttle, full noise, and trying to land your quickest time. So that was awesome to see the junior 250s running as quick, if not quicker than the pro 250s was very interesting. So I'll go to the Pro 250s as well.
Do we know how many competitors there were in overall in these classes? Like in the junior 250s, was there 30? So
I'm not 100% sure what capacity, what classes are at.
Yeah.
But I think most of them were relatively full. I know the dirt track sidecars had 16, and we could have had a possible 18. I think the sliders had high teens.
Yeah.
I think maybe in their 20s, and I think they had a possibility of 36. So they had a possibility of 3 grids. I'm not 100% sure about the rest of them. I didn't sort of look at the rider list and what their capacity was.
Yeah, well, the dirt bike classes tend to fill out pretty quick.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with a long track supporter and fanatic today about it, actually.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
The same old story, Right.
Oh, yeah.
What class we got here?
Well, we got the Pro 250 shootout, and like I said, again, it was the four fastest lap times in the heats. Riley Plum was fourth fastest in a 28.166. James Sorty was third fastest in a 27.935. Michael Price was second fastest in a 27.644. And Jet Carter was fastest in the Pro 250s with a 27.278. And if you just remember the fastest time on the junior 250s was actually quicker than the Pro 250 time. So
these guys better watch out.
that was insane to see. I was very, very surprised that Sam Drain got beaten in the time, but that was an absolute phenomenal ride by
Bo Bailey.
Yeah, Bo Bailey. It was very interesting to see how many people were sort of shutting off very slightly before the corner and the people that were holding it on. But that was awesome to see. And luckily enough for the junior 250s, they had a fresh prep track too. So they didn't have anything else to contend with other than just themselves and a manicured surface.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to a slider shootout. All right.
Oh, look at those times.
Oh yes, it was insane. And fourth fastest was Harry Giffen. 25.355. Brock Hall was in third with a 25.085. Harrison Ryan was in second with a 24.292. And Zane Keller was fastest with a 23.717. And I actually think Zane Keller broke the lap record. I'm not sure by how much. It might have only been a couple of hundred, so I'm not definite on that, but I'm pretty sure he broke the lap record, which I saw posted not long ago.
Do you know much about Zane?
I have seen his name pop up every now and then in Speedway, and I think that'd be the only thing I have. But I have seen his name pop up a fair few times. Is he from down your way, or I actually know he's from Queensland, I think.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure about him. I'm pretty sure he would be a contender for like the world tryouts and long track and that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure how that works in Australia anymore, how you qualify to go and try to qualify, but I'm pretty sure that because motorcycling in Australia is associated with the FIM, so I'm pretty sure that pathway's there. But I'm not sure what you've got to do to get it.
Yeah, I do remember speaking to Jordan Dahl a couple of years ago after Bathurst, and he said, I'm trying to think what meeting it was. I think it might have been Corindi, at a state title at Corindi where he podiumed, or something along those lines. And they asked him, I think MA asked him if he wanted to go and represent the country in the world long track. And I think the only reason he didn't do that, I think it come down to funding.
Yeah.
I think how much it was going to be and everything else in between and whatnot. But I'm just trying. It was a couple of years ago. But it was something along those lines. It was an invitational sort of thing. I think Maurice Brown, I think he went and did it, or yeah, something like that. But yeah, I'm only sort of just slightly guessing off the top of my head. That I can remember. But yeah, I think that's the pathway to get into that.
Moving along.
Go to the sidecar shootout. Unfortunately, it was only three. They only allowed three of them to go into this. Unfortunately, we weren't quick enough to snag into this, unfortunately, but it was awesome to watch.
That's all right. Yeah.
The third fastest in that was Chad Monahan and Alistair Scott. Ran a 30.150. Second place was Jared Marco and Sean Fuller. They ran a 29.169. And first place was Corey Ford and Darren Frudestein, which ran a 28.775. So
they're quite often up there, aren't they?
Yeah. I think all of them had it buttoned on. I think Chad and Al in their one got really close to the fence in turn 2, and whole crowd did the and then everyone sort of gave him a bit of a round of applause. So well done, Chadwick, holding that bad boy off the fence, because that would have if that was me, I definitely would have been puckering being the only one on the track. You would have had no excuse. But no, you did well, mate. You rode like an absolute demon, and unfortunately you had a bit of a mishap at the start of the final, which you had a contention, but you rode great all weekend, mate.
And yeah, for our followers on YouTube, you can see there on the top left-hand corner, it's an 800 meter track.
Oh, it tells you the best speed and all that too. I hope it was
100 Ks. Yeah, 100.087.
Yeah, and you're pretty much hitting turn 1 at that speed too, if you've got the thing wound right out.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll go to
It's pretty quick for 2 people on board one thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's a 450s. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, I was very surprised with with some of the names that weren't in there, but
it's tight though. Look how tight that is.
Oh, I was equally
the hundreds
impressed.
of the seconds.
Yeah, I think it was 111th of a second split between the 4.
Yeah.
So So fourth place, Reed Batty ran a 26.955. Jared Brook ran a 26.953, so that was 0.02 of a second different.
Yeah.
Bailey Spencer ran a 26.919, and Harrison Ryan took out the fastest lap of the Masters with a 26.844. And you just heard the things on the limiter. Like as soon as it was unreal. As soon as they hit the corner, you could see who was quickest and who wasn't. But yeah, they all just held that thing flat bicky the whole time, and it was it was
pretty interesting, isn't it? Obviously half the CCs of the 1,000 sidecars, but if you look up there, it's gone to the right hand corner now. 107 kilometers an hour. Sidecars only with two passengers, 2 riders, were only 7k slower.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Yeah, well,
then they've got an extra 500 horsepower, 550 horsepower, 5 cc. Sorry,
I was going to say, holy shit!
But
still, that's exactly right. Yeah,
it's interesting when you start thinking about it like that.
Yeah, well, you look at power to weight ratio as well. That comes into a massive play, and you could see the lap times with the sliders. Compared to Harrison's fastest lap time, I think there's sort of 3 seconds in that too. So you can obviously you ride a slider a lot harder because they're designed for that. They can hold momentum, and they can carry speed. And that was awesome to see the shootout back out. The crowd sort of perked their heads up when the bike sort of started rolling out in the infield, and that started going. So that ran nice and smooth. And again, congratulations to the club. and Wade and his crew for having the shootout. It was definitely one of my favourite parts of the night.
I was actually just drifting off there and thinking about some of the things we were talking about prior, and I think I could be wrong here, and yeah, you can slap me next time you see me, but I think Carson was running away in the Masters, wasn't he? And that's
yeah. In the
and
Masters, he got the
and then
jump.
Jared came around.
Yeah, in the
Was it
Masters, he got
also
the
the
jump.
same in the 19s, was it?
You know what? I might be getting those two classes
Yeah,
mixed
that's
up.
what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I
But
do.
I might
Sorry,
be
but
too.
I think Jared
Got to
came.
go and watch it again.
I
Yeah.
think Jared came back from maybe fifth or sixth.
Yeah, he had a bit of a dodgy start. He was back there. Turn one, I
Yeah.
think he got closed in a bit
Yeah,
from
well,
memory.
I'm just trying to vaguely like, oh, my adrenaline's gone a million miles an hour after our final, and it was only
Yeah.
sort of 5 minutes after that. But I do remember him coming out of turn four onto the straight, and he would have been about maybe fourth or fifth, and he sort of had to, weave between two people, and then once he got into third, and I think by turn one he was into third or second, and then by the next lap he was right up the inside of caution, and and definitely ran away with that one.
Yeah, and good work, Caution. I mean, you still got on the podium, but you would have been, I'm sure you would have been pissed off. You would have liked that number one step for sure. I know been fighting pretty hard for it. So next time.
Yeah, mate. No, it's always good to see you showing up and giving Jared a run for his money. It's if that was me, that would have frustrated the living hell out of me, and the look on your face it did. But mate, hold your head up high. The way you rode was absolutely phenomenal, dude. It was unreal.
Yeah, it was great. All right, so what are we on to next?
Well, that's it. That's it for the shootout. Other than that, I've got the classes here on my phone because, as you can probably see, actually, you know what? I might even
You
just
should be able to do it on
click
there.
onto the
Just go to
finals.
click on the final point one there, down the bottom there.
Yeah, I'll start with I'll just start with the way it is. It just goes A, B, C. I'll just start with that. Actually, no, I won't go points because that'll show you the overall point. Show you the final.
Oh, but it's still the positions.
No, because
Isn't it?
you could have got 10th pick in the final and you could have won it. You won your final.
Oh,
So
okay.
the points are over the rounds, and that determines if you're in the repechage or the final.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
so in
I
that
got
one,
you.
if you want to read out a couple of these.
Oh, I'm enjoying being the passenger
Oh,
actually.
you're going to be the co-host of the most. All right, I'll go here as well.
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind doing some reading if you want to, but I think you're doing the button pushing. You should do the honors on the first one at least.
Oh, I'll do the honours on the first couple, and if you want to butt in because you haven't said nothing in 15 minutes, you can bring it on in.
Yeah, I'm filling up with oxygen.
That's right. Oh, well, I'm just going to read out the results from pretty much first place to 12th in the finals. First place for the Pro 250s was Jet Carter. Second place was James Sorty. Third place was Rory Hutchinson. And you've got Kristen O'Donnell, Jaden Roberts, Michael Price, Braden Ferner, Cody Wilby, Riley Plum, Caleb Wilkes, Clay Clegg, and Nash Dorrit Maven. Sorry if I butchered your name. Anybody
Did
there?
he
But,
did he DNF or something?
yeah,
Oh
I'm not
yeah, he
100.
did.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
100% sure that one.
No, he did.
Yeah.
It says DNF after I asked the question.
Oh,
I
yeah, right.
noticed
Yeah,
it. Sorry,
that
mate.
was at the bottom of my screen. Yeah, I'm not sure
But
if he had a mechanical.
so I'll throw in my bit there. First place getter 27.429 to 11th place getter 28.580. So not that big a gap really in
No,
times.
no,
And that's
definitely
on
not.
obviously only their fastest laps.
Yeah, their best lap. Yeah, I got their total times and everything on my lap speed hive. If anyone wants to go in and see your lap times and positions and whatnot.
If you're into all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. All right. Women's was over. This is over heat. Actually, this is over round, so it's over points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so what they didn't have a full grid? Oh no, they had a full grid. That's
Yeah,
fine.
but they
didn't have
they
two
didn't
full
do a
grids.
final. They just had it straight over heat.
Yeah, rightio.
So your first place with the number one plate, Taylor Street. Second place was Kelsey Jensen. Third place was Laurie Gow. And after that was Chloe Ackerley, Brittany O'Brien, Shannon Fife, Molly Ferry, Katana Robertson, Charnel Sipple, Cherie Smith, Lisa Collier, and Tanika Lack rounded
Yeah,
out.
right. There's some names in there I've never heard before. That's cool.
Yeah, there was actually a couple of riders
great.
there that I haven't seen out at the track before, so that was awesome to see too. Yeah, well done to the ladies. That was it was good racing. It was good bar bagging action.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh,
Don't show us all your naughty stuff.
Oh yeah, put that image out there with everyone. You pelican. It's gone. It's
Oh,
gone
it could
bad.
be you could be a lave fanatic for all I know. That could be your naughty
No,
stuff.
no, it's probably going to tell you awnings. I'm looking for awnings for my van, so it's probably
Oh
going to
yeah.
show that.
What's going
Oh,
on here?
I don't know why it went back so far. I've just got to remember how to. Oh yeah, I went into Speed Hive. For some reason, my laps wasn't showing anything from Australia, so I had to go into it like this and
Righto.
do it this way. I don't know why it's done it and why do I have to go back so far. Doesn't make sense. Here we go. This is riveting content.
Oh mate, stir my head and just watching the screen flicky flashy like that.
Because it's
It should
under.
is that under MX or
No, it's not. It's under motorcycle racing. MX has got a whole different discipline on it. I've just got to try and see. I'm trying to move us out of the corner to see what it was.
can I move me or not?
No, I can move me on mine. Can
Yeah,
you
I moved both of us. Did that work?
That's all right. I've got it here. Here we are. I've got it here. Everyone, we're just going left and right of the screen. All right, I'm back in action.
Yeah.
All righty. The next one's a flat track 19 class.
Oh, I'll do this one.
I'll let you do this one because this one
Yeah,
tickles your
nice.
pickle.
This one tickles my pickle, all right. So on the top step, we had the 176 of Daniel Wicks, followed by Jared Brook, followed by Kysham Wheel. Sorry, gosh, oh, bloody hell. Murdering it. Fourth, Jordan Doyle. Fifth, Lucas Quinn, Thomas Herrick, James Hawley, Rory McCoulter, Dale Borlass, Noah what's that? Cardinal?
Yeah, Noah Cardinal. Yep.
Cardinal, Thomas Yarnold, and Luke Bush. DNF.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
all the
So what are our times there? Yeah, some pretty good times. Daniel
yep.
Wicks got a 26.855, so he was killing it.
Mm.
And down there in 11th was a 29.147. So was it oh no, it was still daylight, wasn't it? Was this after or before the rain? It was after the rain, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it
Yeah.
was after all these finals were after the track prep and the shootout. So the track was in pretty good condition when all these finals were out.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty, so we got here. Oh, did I click on the right one?
If you want to
I clicked on
juniors,
race 7.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what's every time I scroll down, it keeps going back. Bloody technology, what's going on here?
Yeah, junior 250s, is that what you're after?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. 13 to 16s.
That's the
Fill in
one.
the blanks for the people that can't see Tom going all over the show.
Don't know why. Oh no, I did all I've done here. I've got to go on the freaking final, not the points.
Yeah.
That's the second time I've done that. Jeez,
That's all right.
It's amateur hour here.
I could have told you that. Hey, we're a bit rusty. I was saying that on the last pod. That well, I'm definitely rusty. We're, the pod. We haven't been practicing. There's nothing you can practice for a pod. It's all real time. It's in the moment. What unless
Exactly
you talk
right.
to yourself in the mirror or something. Righty ho. So 250s on the top step was Sam Drain, followed by Thomas Potts, Bo Bailey, Cooper Archibald, Hugh Hope Hodgetts, Lachlan Russell, Max Earl, Jaden Holden, Noah Graham, Cage Gower, Braden Bradford, and Lewis Oxley down the bottom there. Some of those young bows are in the AFTN as well on the 250s,
Yep.
so good to see them up there.
Oh yeah, and Sam Drain was on fire all night too. I don't think he even looked like losing the start or getting past it all. He had the thing pretty wound on. I'd be very interested to see if that YZ 250 he's got's been tickled a little bit by a Stetson Racing, or has he just got a stock standard bike for when he's back here in Australia? But he had that thing just
No idea, mate. No idea.
he just had it wound on. Like I can't watch enough of him and Tom. It's they're great riders.
27 flat, pretty much.
Yeah, and that'd be just wicked right on. Yeah, he'd be just.
This is. Oh, sorry, mate, cutting you off there, but
No,
this
you're
I
right.
was just looking down the line there, and I love this. This just goes to show the way our racing is. He might have won, but he didn't get the fastest lap of the race. That was third place Bo Bailey, and he got a 26.99.
Well, Bo Bailey was
Zero.
also quickest in the
The
shootout
shootout.
too.
Yeah. So isn't it interesting though? Like you sort of think the person with the fastest times would be the winner, but it's just not like that. Like obviously maybe he got a bad start or something and he was charging back from the back of the pack. I don't know. I wasn't there, but maybe that's when he pulled the 26. Maybe, yeah, who knows? Who knows? But yeah. Yes, it'd be mileage doesn't do that, does it? Give you every lap, does it?
I think it does if you go into.
Do you
I
have to go
think
into
if
your own account or something?
I'm not. Oh no, lap chart. I'm trying to think. I've done it before. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, Thomas Scott's actually passed Sam Drain on. Must be the
lap
start of
4.
lap 4. Yeah. So where are we here?
So when you say pass, you mean
Got past
lap
it, like
time?
got in front of him, and then obviously he got back by him again.
Oh,
Because
right.
he pretty much where it goes from lap 1, it pretty much goes from where they were off the start to the start of lap 2, which is there, which will pretty much it tells them how many positions they dropped or how many positions they've gained per lap. So as you can see with Thomas Scott off the start, he would have been
Oh,
in
yeah, he
what's that,
was,
seventh, and then he
yeah,
went through the pretty much the whole field
to
into second
second,
place. And then he got in front of
stayed in
Sam at the
second.
start of lap 4, and Sam
Aha, right.
back around him again.
But wasn't he in third in the final results?
No, Bo.
Saying second there.
No,
Oh, Bo
he,
Bailey was third.
yeah,
He
Bo
had the
Bailey ended up.
fastest time. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I'm
so he
confused.
so he just
Yeah,
kept passing. He passed people to the third lap, and
yeah.
then yeah, the two guys in
And then
front
he
must have had
stayed
enough
third.
of a lead. Yeah.
Yeah, rightio, rightio. Had my names wrong. Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a good indication of where the riders were in what part of the race. This would probably, if we had looked at this when we were reading out the 19s class, it probably would have given us an indication of how the race went. But this gives you a
Oh,
good
yeah.
idea as well of how the race went too.
We'll be over to look at that for the 450s and see if we were right, that we were wrong. Does that make sense?
Exactly right. Oh, over 40, which
Over the 40s, that's me. That's
I
me.
kind of wish
These are
they
my
left.
fellas.
I kind of wish they kept it as over 35 because I've just turned 35 and now I've got to wait another 5 years to race with the I wouldn't say old dogs because they'd probably whoop my ass again anyways. But yeah, I was kind of keen on doing that until I saw the sup regs. But yeah, first place was the J45 of Joshua McCosta. Second place was the 61 of Jason Morris. Third place was the 474 of Adam Ferguson. And then fourth place is Ashley Wildsmith. It was good to see him back out at track again. He's down from tomorrow away. I haven't seen him racing a fair
Yeah,
while.
right, eh? Yeah.
So that was awesome to see. Fifth place was Anthony Dahl. Sixth place was Darren Webb. Seventh place was Daniel Flanagan. Eighth place was Wesley Barnes. Ninth place was Luke Walsmith. And 10th place was Ian Carpenter. I don't know why
Yeah,
it's only
awesome.
showing me 10 though. I would
Yeah,
have
a bit
sworn that
strange,
should
isn't
have
it?
been 12.
Yeah, a bit strange.
Oh,
And
yeah.
and 10th place, it's like they're trying to hide it from you. So I'm not sure what's going. Oh, what's that little purple line up there on the
No.
left?
Oh, yeah. See. Oh, no, that's just to see which
Nothing.
one I'm
Nothing.
looking at. Yeah. I
Oh,
can't.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to
That's
click
all right.
nothing else because I could shit the
Yeah.
bed here.
No, don't blame you. It's good to see Josh out there too, because I think he didn't race in it last year. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Seen
No,
him
but
in the pits a bit, so it's good to see he's out on a bike again.
I honestly don't think I've ever seen Joshua McCosta lose a race in the over 40s class. And I think he's fairly well up there in the Pro 450s in the open class
Yeah,
too. So,
yeah.
yeah, he's
Yeah, that's
he's
what
always.
people don't realise too. They might be over 40s, but they're still, still got plenty of fire in the belly.
Oh, I'd love to see Darren Herrick on a bike. I remember it was 2015 watching him at West Wyalong and it was him and Luke Walsmith. Oh, Luke Richard battling it out in the 20 lap final. I think it was like the 15th lap or something that Luke Richards finally got by him. And yeah, that was awesome to see. So I'd love to see him in the over 40s class and or even back on the track again. That'd be unreal. All right, we'll have dirt track sidecars. Who we got here? See, it's only showing me 4. It's not showing me the other 2. Oh, I think I know why. The other 2, one rider, Steve and Adam Constable went through the tapes off the start in the final, and Chad Monahan bike played up off the start and he pulled infield, so they didn't complete the race or start it, so to speak. So maybe that's why the results in the over 40s weren't there.
You'd think that it would still say DNF though, or something.
Yeah, I'd not. Maybe they didn't register a lapse, and maybe that's why it didn't come up.
Well,
so,
we'll roll with that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm coming up with anyway. So in first place was the 89 of Jared Marco and Sean Fuller. Second place was the 22 of Corey Ford and Darren Frudestein. Third place was the 414 of Matthew Davies and Tom Northey. And fourth place was the 21 of Joel Askew and Tyson Keogh. The race in front of Matt and I, obviously we didn't get to witness it, but I've watched the replay and I think the lead changed. I think the lead changed, mate, 8 times as far as I could see.
Oh, it looked like it didn't change at all.
No, it doesn't look like it changed at all. But to tell you what, you can see the crowd in the race. It was just swap, swap, swap. Like I said,
I think they must have just been really close, because it was just track position, I think. Because
they'll down the back straight, they'd pass each other, and then around the corners, one would pass up the inside, and the next one they'd pass up the inside again. And
this won't show up because of when they came across the
finish line.
Yeah, the finish line.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See, we only passed. We had to chase Joel Askew down, and we come around. I kept trying to point to the inside to Matt to go to the inside because we didn't have the power to go around him. And I kept pointing to the inside. And then there was one time Matt went to go around the outside of turn 3 and 4. And I think he got a little bit more drive than he was expecting. And we've actually run up straight up the back of Joel Askew. And I've had to move my left hand so it didn't get taken out. So there's a massive gouge out of out of Noddy's platform and his sidecar from Joel Askew's exhaust. But that's sort of, Joel looked over to his right and be like, what the hell was that? And then Matt just didn't back off. He let it rip down the straight, and we got alongside him, and then just Matt threw it into turn 1 on the we obviously, you can see there lap 3, and I look back coming down the straight, down the back straight in the lap 4, and we had a bit of a lead in front of him, so I was pretty relieved that we can get on the box there. But if you watch the footage again, I'm trying to think, it might be on the Oz Dirt Track Sidecar Facebook page. So if anyone wants to watch that, jump on it. You could hear the crowd going like absolutely bonkers over that race. Everyone was saying it was the race of the night. Yeah, I didn't really get to see much because I was trying to watch where Matt was trying to launch me into half the time. So no, that was unreal.
Yeah, it must be strange being the passenger because you don't get a lot of say in much.
Well, no, you really just got to hold on and try and shift your body weight to give the bike the best fighting chance it possibly can. And I couldn't have told Matt to ride any harder or ride any better. He was definitely on it the whole time. I just don't think he's sort of knew how far the platform out was because he only just got it. Like it was only an inch in from the platform that he hit him. So it was it was unreal. Yeah, it made me laugh, but yeah, maybe everyone else thought it was a bit wild. All right,
on the live stream it was pretty focused on the front guy. So I don't think we got to see that on there.
No, and I don't blame him. That race at the front was it was unreal.
So what do we got here? 85cc, 150cc, 9 to under 13s.
Points.
You done it again.
Yeah, I know. I just some are on points and some are on final. So here and the 85s, 150s.
Yeah, overall winner, number 10, Lockie Duggan, Cooper Antone, second, Jed 5 third, Hugo Home, fourth, Hayden Duggan, Cooper Blows, Oscar Middlebrook, Cruz, Balcombe, George Homovis, William Cox, Brody Ford, and Mason Botham. Nice.
Yeah, well done to Lockie Duggan, the 5 riders behind him, which is not taken away from any other riders in that group. You never really see them off the top step or the second step. So to beat riders are likely of Cooper Antone, Jed 5 and Hugo Holmes is a massive effort, mate. So well done.
Yeah, awesome work and great times too when you think of the smaller engine capacity. 28.99 and 31.93 in 12th. It's pretty impressive, really.
Yeah, those young fellas had them things wound right out.
Yeah.
That was good to see.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on a little bit here. We got the Unlimited 2-stroke MX.
It's a bit of a favourite, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was packed. Yeah, pretty sure it was full class. I don't think you might have squeezed any more in there.
Yeah.
You want this one, or you want me to grab it?
Oh, I was actually sorry. I was a bit bedazzled by the times.
Right, yeah.
That's pretty good, really. Were they? Because it doesn't tell us what bikes are there. So, are these CR500s? What was Daniel Wicks on?
I'm pretty sure Daniel Wicks is on a CR500. I definitely know Lee Hunter was on a CR500, and same with Kenny Angel. I can't really speak for the rest of them, but I'm pretty sure they're all on CR500s, maybe 1 or 2 KX500s. But so the winner of that one was Daniel Wicks, and like you said, lap time 27.307 was pretty quick for an old big banging 500. Jacob Bridgerton, and well done to him. That was awesome to see. Jacob Bridgerton in second place. Bailey Spencer in third, Lee Hunter in fourth, Angus Hutchison in fifth, Andrew Fleming in sixth, Derek Seam in seventh, Lachlan Ems in eighth, Kenny Angel in ninth, Harry Smalls in 10th, and rounding out the grid was 11th, Benjamin Gordon Not sure why it doesn't show me 12th, but might be the same situation as he might have had trouble at the start, which took him out.
Yeah, and to give our listeners from overseas a bit of insight too, Daniel Wicks, so you know the quality of riders, Daniel Wicks is current Australian dirt track champion. I think Jacob Richardson's been a past Australian champion, isn't he? Have I got that right? I've got
I'm
the
not
right
not
person.
100% sure. I had a conversation with Jacob Richardson a few years ago about jumping on a sidecar, but haven't heard much from him since then. But yeah, Wixie's the 2023 Australian Dirt Track Champion in the MX Open.
Yeah, MX Open. Yeah, thanks for clearing that up. I couldn't remember what class it was. That's why I didn't say.
Yeah, and I think it was
Oh yeah, and while we're on that, apologies too, huge apology. It was a massive nuff from me, because I couldn't remember which class I'd sponsored. It's embarrassing actually, and it was the women's class. I don't know how I forgot that. I even helped hand out the medals, trophies. I couldn't. Yeah, so I apologise, ladies. It wasn't anything intentional. It was just a yeah. I'm actually blonde. If I had hair, you'd see that if those moments.
I don't know if they're going to take that excuse, but we'll move on to the Hooligan
anyway,
Twins.
You can slap me later. Hooligan Twins. Yeah, I actually didn't get to see any of this with the timing that I was looking at the racing. I will actually go back and have a bit of a watch. No surprise
this
who's
was
on the
good.
top step there, actually.
Yeah, but this was good. Kenny didn't have it his all his way in the heat races. I don't think. Yeah, I think Julian Bombardieri, I think he beat him in one of them on that Norton. Pretty sure it's a Norton 750.
She's got a couple brothers racing twins here, which is cool.
Yeah. Them two boys, Julian and Damien are they're frequent flyers at Nepean Raceway, so you see them every now and then too. But in first place was the 93 of Kenny Angel on that big monster, Ducati Monster. Second place was Damien Bombardieri. Third place was Christian O'Donnell. Fourth place was Julian Bombardieri. Fifth place was Tyler O'Donnell. Sixth place was Gareth Hamill. Seventh place was David Scullard, and eighth place was Shane Richards. So I think there was more than eight, but
mix of bikes in there too. I know just from knowing some of these riders, Shane Richards on a Yamaha Bolt, Tyler O'Donnell on the CF Moto, so Chinese twin.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, Christian and Tyler will be their brothers, so I'm pretty sure they must be running two of them. Sorry if I'm wrong. I think they did tell me that at AFT and another one was coming. And Kenny on the Ducati. Is Damien and Julian both on Triumphs, did you say?
No, I think Damien was on a Norton. I'm not 100% what Julian was on. What? I'm actually not 100% if he was on a Norton, but I know that was written all over his leathers, so you can only only imagine that's what he was riding. But it's an awesome sounding bike, and it's an awesome look. His leathers look phenomenal with Norton written all over it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm loving the twins or hooligans or whatever they come under at which meeting, but yeah, I think it's a cool class. I'm into it. Mine's coming along. Going to work on it tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, so the second heat, Julian beat Kenny in that one, but Kenny got him in the third one. And the fourth, I'm pretty sure. Well, got him in the third one. But
so you can tell
your name should be on there. I don't know what you're doing. You should be out there running around with the rest of.
Hopefully soon. Yeah, trying to get it done so I can get some seat time.
Yeah, I can't wait. Alrighty, so we'll go down after the.
Where are we?
Sliders.
Track. Don't forget them. Yep. Holy shit!
No, definitely not going to forget the premier class. Some people would call it. So I'll probably rustle a few feathers by saying that.
Yeah. But, so if you're an American friend of ours, listening in, the long track, which are a two-speed sort of speed, but they obviously got a longer geometry speedway bike with rear suspension is pretty much, would it be fair to say it's pretty much how our sport started over here? Derivative of Speedway. I think some people might argue that, but Speedway is one of the longest running sports in the world. So it's probably fair to say. And like in America, they have framer fanatics that can't let go of the framer, while we have long track fanatics.
Yep.
So we all have our special bunch, but they are very impressive to watch. I mean, look at the lap times; they're pretty quick.
Mm.
It tells the story really. So I might as well keep rolling on this
Yeah,
one.
get it on
Zane
this one.
Keeler
Yeah.
took the top step. Harrison Ryan second. Sam Martin third. Harrison Griffin fourth. Jordan Doyle, well done, mate. Fifth. Rodney McDonald sixth. Aidan Clare seventh. Michael Slade, Riley Plum, also well done. Riley's just not long gone seniors, and we've seen his name in the top 10 a couple of times. Christopher Steep, Shane Baker.
Yeah, and massive hats off to Rodney McDonald. I've seen him race a couple of times. I wouldn't say back in the day, but he's one of the older competitors. He definitely was the best looking one out there with that big white fluoro pink a slider. But yeah, he was actually off the start, and I think even a couple of laps he was rubbing up with Zane Keller too. So that was awesome to see Rodney out
Yeah,
there giving
right.
it
Nice.
giving it to the young fellas. I'm sure if you go back through the laps and things like that of all the heat races, you'll be able to get more of an idea, or even watch the live stream, you'll be able to get more of an idea or the exact idea of what how the races unfolded. But that was awesome to see that
Yeah.
that
So
class was supported.
there was obviously a pretty mixed bunch in there, but interesting. Some of the 85 times were up there with the slower 500s. I find that pretty amazing too.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, that's insane. And we'll go to the Bathurst Masters 450s. I'll let you have this honors as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, you
That's
didn't get to
nice.
go. You didn't get to see it, so I thought I'll let you read it all out.
So yeah, we might look at the lap chart after. I don't go yet because I can't remember everyone's name. I don't have photographic memory, unfortunately.
No, you're good.
But
I won't change it.
yeah, Jared Brook, we know he crawled his way back through, so we'll be into that lap chart. So they for some reason they put 21J, but it's J21. Everyone knows him as, or Brooksy. Took that top step, caution wheel in second. Reed Batty, Daniel Wicks, Dale Borlas, Cody Lewis, Lucas Quinn, Bailey Spencer, Rory McCalter, James Sorty, Connor Ryan, and Harrison Ryan. Harrison Ryan rounds he DNF'd actually, so Connor Ryan rounded that one out. And so back there in 11th, which is nothing to be ashamed of, was a 27.58. And Jared's best lap, who was at the front, was 20, and actually the best lap of the race was 26.497. So yeah, not a huge gap there really.
No, definitely not. You're pretty much looking at, well, you are looking at the top 450 riders in dirt track in the country. So, yeah, Cody Lewis is the current Australian dirt track champion in the Pro 450 class. So,
Yep.
yeah, congratulations to all the other competitors that were around him. And it's yeah, it was awesome to watch. Like I said, we watched that final from the infield because it was directly after ours, and yeah, there was definitely some bar bashing. We'll have a quick look at the lap
Yeah, I'm pretty
chart.
sure Wicks and Batty were bashing a bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were. Yeah.
Gee,
So what do we go
it's
to?
quite hard to look at a whole lot of lines, isn't it?
That's
You're
right.
probably
So,
you're probably used to it with engine tuning, but I'm not. My eyes aren't trained.
well, yeah, well, exactly right. Well, Jared Brook, well, looks like he was well into turn one at sixth place, so he went from sixth to third in one lap. So he had to get past some pretty steep riders, yeah, to try and get to that. And then, as you can
Yeah,
see, sort of
in the third
once
lap
he got
there.
next lap, got past Cody Lewis, and then it was then pretty much on the line. He got up next to I know halfway between lap 3 and 4. Got Connor Ryan, and then yeah, it was the last lap. Pretty sure it was turn 1 and 2. He passed caution and yeah, ran away with it. It was good to see Jared having to work for it, but he definitely earned that one. And yeah, definitely don't take anything away from all the other competitors who make that final with such a stacked field.
Yeah. Yeah, and looking, did Wixie make a place? Did he? Yeah, he made a place to hold on to 4. Reed
They,
Batty was straight into second on the first lap
yep.
off the start. Have I got that right? No, off the
Yeah.
start he was 4th.
Yeah, and then yeah, by the start of the second lap, you move up to
Yeah,
second.
yeah, right.
So yeah, Brooks would have been chasing him, and then made the pass between 3 and 4, and
Yeah, cool. It's not actually quite as hectic as it looked on the camera,
oh
is
mate,
it? When you look at it like
you're
this.
looking everywhere. As you can see, there was passes left, right, and centre. Connor Ryan, either had a moment or something went wrong. So he's gone from second into turn one to dropping right down between lap 2 and 3 all the way to 11th place.
Yeah, she's pretty bunched up in turn 1 and 2 in that first lap or off the start, from what I remember.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then that rounds out the results for that one.
Yeah, awesome. So that's Bathurst Long Track Masters 2024 done and dusted. Yeah, we're a couple of weeks late. You'll get over it. But just think now we've brought you back. You've probably forgotten about it. Now you can think about it again. What a great event it was, and how Darcy missed out. I don't know why I'm talking about myself in third person, but anyway, how I missed out, and Tom gets to relive his awesome race, getting onto the podium. It must be a great feeling at an event like that, in front of a big crowd and under the lights. Been talking a lot of racing today, and I think it's pretty unanimous that racing under lights is just the best way to race. So I haven't done many day races that I've come away feeling the same as night races. No, it's just something about the atmosphere in the dark, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's I don't know if anyone's racing the lights, especially when you're going up that back straight at Bathurst, you feel like you're in your own in another realm, and then you come sweeping around that corner, and the crowd's up and in your face, sort of thing, as you're coming around and you're drawing in peaks again, and it seems like you go into turn one a lot harder than you normally would because you can you think everyone's staring straight at you, and then you go down the back straight and you feel like you're alone again, and then it's an awesome feeling. That's why the event's always prestigious, and they get all the riders there. But just want to give a big well wishes to any riders that went down and got injured. I think there was two that I noticed that went down and got carted off in the Ambos. There probably was a couple more, but there was one that I know that had multiple injuries and didn't sort of get off the track under his own power. And possibly the other one might have been as well. I didn't get to see a hell of a lot because of where we were pitted at. But best wishes to those riders too. I hope they recover and get back out there.
Yeah, all the best, guys. And that goes from me too. We don't like seeing anyone get injured, obviously. And it's the part that's less talked about because no one wants to talk about it, the danger of our sport. But it is a bloody dangerous sport, and it's one of the reasons I push for professional ranks and all that sort of stuff. Get more reward than just that trophy and the feel of success at the end there. But anyway, that's another podcast. Races coming up. We'll wrap it up. I've got to go very shortly, so do you. So we'll wrap it up. Any races you've got coming up? I know the Gunnedah 100 was it? Is coming up.
This weekend coming up is
the
Gunnedah 100th, like 100th year celebration. So that'll be an awesome event. And then after that, you've got the Broadford Bike Bonanza over Easter. So I'm all booked, locked, loaded, ready to go for that one. So that'll be unreal. And I think not long after that, don't think there's anything in April. I could be wrong, open meetings wise. But then you got the 4th and 5th of May. You got the Australian Dirt Track titles. But I dare say or Long Track titles. Sorry, I dare say we'll do a potty before that. North Brizzy. Sorry, at North Brizzy. So that'd be that'd be another awesome event. But I'm sure we'll do another potty to do a preview or recap on that one, but I'm 99% sure we'll be at North Brizzy for that one. So if Darcy's not, you'll be hearing me talking about it again.
Yeah, cool. I haven't made any plans to be up there. The reason I would be up there would be for the AFTN, and the plan is to be, but we'll just see how it all pans out. I'm going to have to get you one of these hats, or do you want the potty one? You want a podcast one, wouldn't you?
Look at this guy. He's going to start paying me before I start advertising.
That's your payment for advertising, though.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I'll keep me trusty black one on then.
And I actually haven't told Tom, actually, so I'm telling you now, Tom, we have a new partner, MX Inc. So thanks to Luca and the team for coming on. They do awesome graphic kits and that, so they're helping us out.
Where are they located at?
They're in Victoria. They're in Melbourne, East Melbourne, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Ship all over Australia, all over the world. You need it, just reach out to them. They'll fix you up. So thanks to them coming on board. It's going to make the Claver Flat Track team look pretty smacko, our bikes. So we're happy about that. I think on the last pod that I've just done that I haven't launched because I'm still editing it. I'll explain another time why that is. But Yeah, I mentioned the team there. So if you haven't listened to that one because he gave up on it, I don't blame you. Luke Goff, Brendan McCower, Zane Kinner, and Daniel Leonetti are our team this year, and Darcy Claver on the twin, most likely. And maybe Tom spinning some spanners, I hear. Maybe.
Possibly. I did get asked a question if I'd help out a certain someone, and I have for a fair few years. So I'll be if I'm at the event with him, or if I can tag along with him, I'll definitely be spinning some spanners for Goffy. He's a good friend of mine, and we always get into some shenanigans. So yeah, I'll be there.
He sent me a pissing on the lemon tree video the other day. So he's a bit of left of centre, old Goffy. I'm not sure what's going on there. Something to do with Bert Munro, apparently.
That's exactly right. He reckons he's the Bert
Yeah.
Munro of his time, and he wouldn't be far off it.
Yeah, no, so that's awesome. So yeah, we're really looking forward to the AFT and firing up, and yeah, I've got more news coming in that. I've just got to finish a few things off, and then we can let you all know about that stuff. But anyway, guys, keep it sideways until next time. Thanks for coming on, Tom. We'll
No
definitely
worries.
be chatting again soon. I actually want to do a new rules one, as now the 2024 moms are out, so we can go over that, have a look at and pick at the pieces.
On that note,
Yeah, on that note, keep it sideways until next time.
Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go, go.